Early this week, Kenyan consumers began bearing the burden of high commodity prices following the enactment of the VAT law. A spot check by Citizen TV in selected retail outlets revealed that the prices of most goods had increased by over 10 shillings. For instance, the 500 milliliter pack of milk is now retailing at 55 shillings, up from about 40 shillings early last week. The Consumer Federation of Kenya (COFEC) has warned that the new law will not only decrease the purchasing power of consumers, but will also erode gains made in keeping inflation at low levels.
We're also seeing a situation in which, in fact, our own assessment, we think that we're going to hit the 10% or double-digit inflation figures by end of the month.
Stakeholders in the dairy industry have also expressed fear of negative impact on the subsector. This comes after the government imposed the 16% VAT on items which had earlier been exempted from taxation, such as processed milk.
The effect of that on the dairy farmers is that the milk, processed milk, is going to become very expensive.
Even as Treasury is confident of getting an additional 10 billion shillings from the VAT law, COFEC says the move might be detrimental in both short and long term.
When you have goods of acceptable standards and quality being out of reach for the ordinary consumer, what it means is that they must still eat. They can't afford, but they must still eat. Question is, what are they eating? At what expense?
It's a legislation whose main aim is to increase the country's revenue collection. But as things stand, consumers may just have to brace themselves for tough times ahead.
There's no legislation that is grounded on what you could call a rock. I think there's a possibility of an amendment.
Meanwhile, the central bank retained its key lending rate at 8.5%. In a statement, the Monetary Policy Committee cited the new measures on the value-added tax, which might lead to an increase in the inflation rate. Dennis Otieno, Citizen Business.